Hey guys, EJ Big Ron here. How's it going? Haven't put up any videos since last weekend. I did a couple, but at home on a couple things, but I just wasn't happy the way they turned out, so I didn't put them up. So hopefully my next videos will be a little bit better. I do have a gig Sunday night. I'm doing another teen thing at that one bar that I had last week. It didn't do anything. I had 3 people show up, and after all the MySpace ads and everything that were out there, of course it was a last minute thing, so hopefully it gave them more time to advertise, and something will work out. But this will probably be my last day for that. It's too hard to work all day, or not work all day, but have off all day and then do this gig and then have to work another full-time job in the morning at 8 o'clock. So to get out at 2, then go from there 2 to sleep for 2 or 3 hours and then get up, it's rough, so I don't want to have to go through that, but and the pay's not that great either. I mean, they're just starting out and everything, so I don't know. I told them I'd fill in for just for 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. Maybe I'll push it to 3, but if nobody shows up, I doubt he's going to have it anymore anyway. But yeah, so I'm just sitting here. My wife's to bed. All the pets are sleeping. I'm the only one that's up. Can't really sleep, so I just want to just ramble on with a bunch of crap stuff, and I just want to highlight a couple of things that people have said through some of the videos that I've been watching, and I'm really sorry if I get things confused as far as names and stuff, but I think I got sort of an idea. But I just want to give you guys props for all the hard work that you guys are doing to do for this DJing thing. I waited a long time for something like this to happen in the nation, or in this world of DJing. I say world because we're worldwide right now. There's videos from everywhere that are popping up in regards to regards to DJing and how-to kind of stuff. And it's very, very important that we keep it up for the older guys and for the younger kids that are just starting out DJing. I know a lot of us, I can probably speak for a million people, a million DJs that, starting out, in the backyard, or in your, at some little small birthday party, you're bringing a couple of records at the time, of records, or cassette tapes, whatever you had. People start dancing, like, man, wow, this is crazy, I'm starting to like this, with me, it all started out with going to an 8th grade dance, and, not 8th grade dance, a dance that was hosted by a racquetball club for all the kids in the area, and we all went, and the generic DJs they were called, DJing, and they did their thing, and man, they were awesome. They had all these speakers, they had tons. These speakers, they're all homemade, they're like piles. Cause back in the day, piles was the in thing, though. Back in the late 80s, early 90s. I miss those days a lot, though. But yeah, speakers everywhere, tons of them. It was ridiculous. And it was so funny because what they did was they put like Christmas lights with the speaker, and then every time the beat would hit, the Christmas lights would light up. And that was cool lighting back days. That was like, might as well say the early days of LEDs or something. I don't know. But and then you also had they made some par cans out of coffee cans. Took a couple coffee cans, spray painted them, threw a bulb in there and threw a chaser, and so she went. That's that was the deal. That was the stuff. But we didn't have we didn't know where a DJ store was or anything like that, or back in those days. So, but after seeing those guys, I really fell in love with the job, the hobby of it. You know, I wish this was around when I was younger, because man, I really bombed on a few gigs. Especially my first wedding, I was terrible, god awful terrible. I only had the music that I wanted to hear, and I didn't understand. The gigs I would DJ, they would be like, I would do them and just pocket the money right away, and not worry about music until it was time to DJ the show. And then all of a sudden try to get a bunch of records or whatever together. And I remember my first turntables, my BDM 10s. I think it was BDM 10s. I think it was by Gemini. They were cool. I thought they were. They're built driven, but they worked. Put a quarter on the needle and get you a little tissue paper to put it where the little thing that holds the record, and so it's nice and snug, so you can scratch a little bit, and that's all she wrote. That's what we had. We called the Fresh DJs, and then we all broke off, and I still kept doing it, and flopped a couple times again, and ran into one of my old friends, and then we started DJing. He was a magician, and I was a DJ, and then he wanted to do more just DJing, so he invested a lot into it, and I still didn't have all the stuff that I wanted to have, but we did it for a couple of years, and then we broke off, and he did his own thing, I did my own thing, and then he sold all his stuff, and I kept all mine. That was that. It was all done. So, and then right now I'm still trying to rebuild what we had. We had a 2-rig system. We would do 2 shows at one time, with lights and sound and all that. And we also sold glow stuff and other things at a lot of the gigs we did. We did a lot of teen stuff, but I don't know if I'm gonna get back into that again. There's money in it, but the setup there, it's a pain in the ass. So, but just wanna. Sorry if I'm rambling on here, but I'm not drunk. I don't think I am. No, I'm not drunk. Didn't drink nothing. But I just want to, let you know that you guys do an excellent job out there. I'm very impressed. It's just very, very important that we keep doing this, Sometimes I see some of these videos, and there was one that Jonathan put on there with Brian, and it talked about how a DJ being alone after he's done with a show, or some of that knowledge, and how he is not to feel alone anymore, And sometimes it's a lonely feeling, being a DJ. You provide, but sometimes people forget about the DJ, what the DJ feels, And our families go through hell with this. My wife and I, it's been rough. We're going through a thing with refinancing our house and everything, and so I'm still trying to get gigs and that, but I got gigs coming up next month, so that's a good thing. And I'm gonna take some of that money, invest, and take the rest of the money and put it in our pocket.